Liufau. Microphones, it's only me, so kind of just help me out. Who wants to start?
Sefo, can you just explain, you guys are now on the doorstep of something you started talking about before the season. What's the feeling right now?
Ecstatic. Very happy to be in the position that we're in. Very happy to be able to go out there and grind one out and get a good win. You know, a lot of guys played very well tonight, especially this guy right here, Nick Fisher. To have two safeties go down and him have to step up and play the way he did is extremely great, especially for a young guy.
Hey, Sefo, what happened that you had to come out of the game exactly? It looked like you had the wind knocked out of you, and then what does it mean for you to be able to come back into a game after having to leave and go to the locker room?
It's a recurring injury from last week, and so just kind of got banged up again there, and it's pretty painful. But quick little patchwork from the trainers who do so much for me, and then to be able to come back out is lucky, thankful, blessed to be able to come back out and play this game.
For the crowd when you came back in?
The crowd's amazing, you know, especially on defense. For them to, you know, back the defense, be so loud and be so into the game, it's a lot different than our freshman year.
Sefo, in prior years, your team may not have finished the game the way you did tonight. Describe kind of what it feels like to finish a game and win something that you needed to win.
It means the world, you know, to be able to go out there and win and keep our hopes alive. You know, I think that it's more fun than anything to us, which might be a little weird to people, but we've been in close games for a long time now, and we've just got a little older, a little better at being consistent and executing, so it's just a great feeling to go out there and win.
Sefo, you had 300 yards passing, 100 yards rushing. How do you feel about that performance? I know you started off throwing it deep in the first quarter. Talk about that.
Yeah, it's all up to the O-linemen and the receivers. You know, all I do is get the ball to my playmakers. And for the O-line up front to give some open lanes, I think there was 2 times where I ran almost untouched in the end zone. And so shout out to them, shout out to the receivers for making plays. You know, I'm just one piece of the puzzle.
Hey, Nick, were you expecting to play as much as you did tonight?
No, sir. I play special teams, but our coach always talks about starring in your role, and tonight my team needed me to step up, and I tried to do that for them.
Why do you think you were so successful tonight?
I love my teammates. I want to win. I'm playing for 9-2. I'm playing for Sefo, this guy right here. I mean, there's just so much love in that locker room. You don't want to let anyone down. So, I mean, after I'd let a run go up the sideline because I wasn't in the B gap, I mean, I said to myself, I don't want to be the reason we lose tonight, so I just try to step it up on my part.
Sefo, I know you run the ball a lot this year, but was the plan going in? I mean, did you know that you were going to be carrying the football as much as you did, or is that just the way the game developed?
It all depends on a game. The QB runs were in the game plan, but depending on what the other team struggles with, we'll try and, I guess, run those plays a little bit more. And that's kind of what we did down in the red zone. They were having a real hard time with the zone read, and so we just kept running it.
Sefo, this question's for you. How electric was that crowd tonight? The 12th man, just amazing feeling, right? I mean, it's awesome, right?
Yeah, definitely to have the support of the fans and just to hear them, especially on defense, like I alluded to earlier. You know, I think it helps them a lot to be able to try and get the offense to do some uncharacteristic things. And so I'm very thankful for the fans. I know my teammates are as well, and it's definitely a big help playing at home.
Nick, did you feel any nervousness going out there? When did you kind of settle into the football game?
I was nervous getting thrown right into there because it was a couple plays later and then they're already in the end zone. But after a couple plays, you know, I was looking in Ted's eyes, a couple of the other guys' eyes, and, you know, it's like, we got this. It's just make it like practice so I could be comfortable. And I'm at home and stuff like that, so just wanted to play for them.
Nick, 2-part question. First, can you take us through the play where you made the 4th down stop? What you saw on that play to tackle him right in front of the 1st down marker, and just what the feeling was when you did.
Well, we were just in this coverage. My guy, I was in the seam flat. My guy was going vertical, and then I was just looking at the quarterback, and I see a guy coming underneath, and no one no one was covering him. So, I mean, my first instinct was just to go shoot right now, and he threw the ball. And made sure I wrapped up because coach is always saying don't miss a layup. And then the crowd roars, and then I was just feeling, like he's saying, it's a great feeling, the crowd roaring, and then everything on your back, all your hairs just stand up and stuff like that, and it's just energetic.
Sefo, basically about 53 weeks ago, didn't know when you would play again or if you would play again. Is the run amazing to you when you sit back and think about it, or was it such a grind that you knew it was coming every step of the way?
I don't know if I knew it was coming every step of the way, but whatever journey, whatever path we were going to take this year, you know, I want to be a part of it. And I think this senior class has put in so much, and I love playing with them. I think I forget who I told, but I said if I don't play another snap after college football and it's over with these guys, then I'd do it in a heartbeat because they mean a lot to me. We have a great bond both on and off the field, and so I'm just happy to be able to play out here again with these guys.
Nick, I have a question for you, and then Sefo, if you could answer after him. Nick, can you just talk about the way you guys finished this game defensively? You know, they took a lead, I think it was 24-21. From that point on, you guys get 4 straight stops, including a couple turnovers. Talk about the way you guys finished the game defensively, and then Sefo, if you could talk about the way you guys piggybacked on that offensively by getting scores in between each of those stops.
Like Sefo said, we've been in close games before, and this was another close game. I mean, no one had their head down in the locker room. We knew the offense was going to do their thing, and as long as we do our thing, I mean, we just play as a team, you know. And we were feeding off of them. They get their touchdowns, and then that makes it, the defense energetic, and we don't want to let them down, so we're playing our hearts out too, because like I said, we all have one goal. So.
Yeah, it's just to see the defense go out there, and I know everyone was making a big deal about their offense and how good they are, and they're a good offense, but we've got a pretty good defense. And shout out to those guys for making plays. You know, I think we could have had a couple more turnovers, and that just shows how versatile, how athletic we are. And you know, DBs, another money gang back there doing their thing again. And so it's great to see, you know, just our team putting together a good performance and being able to go out there and win.
Sefo, could you run us through the flea flicker and exactly who was crossing and who, and how often have you practiced that? And it felt like at the time that was a real game changer. It was a big chunk at a very special time.
Yeah, we've been practicing it for 2 weeks now, and I'm not going to lie, I was really confused and really surprised they called that play. And then I was supposed to throw it a little sooner, but I think their guys were so tired they were coming pretty slow to me, and so I kind of took my time over there, and I just gave it to Devin, and he made the play. But we've been practicing it for 2 weeks, and it worked out for us this time.
Who did you hand off and then hand off?
Oh.
How many?
I handed off to Devin. Devin handed it to Bobo, gave it back. Bobo gave it to me, and I gave it back to Devin.
Sefo, I don't know if you know this, but Utah lost. Does that mean anything to you?
Nah, we'll play again next week. You know, they're going to come out, you know, reared up, ready to go, and it'll be another good game. You know, we'll go see our mistakes, and we'll be ready to play them. It'll be another big game, another exciting game, and one that we're looking forward to.
Okay, thank you guys.
Oh, thanks, guys. Next up is Cheeto Bewuzie with the bucket hat on in the back.